was unreal. And we've been getting nothing but a lot of compliments about the event in general. Tell us a little more about today.
Yeah, we're here day 3 of the 2025 Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament. It's Championship Sunday. Team Black's got 1 win and 1 tie. Team Yellow's got a loss and a tie, so Team Yellow would have to win this in regulation, push it to overtime to be named the Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament champion. So I'm anticipating a pretty good game here.
Well, we've had a couple of good games yesterday. I mean, yesterday and Friday as well. Both teams played hard. They really fought hard. And now we're getting ready to go, and we'll get her underway. Can you tell us who the starting goaltenders are?
Looks like for Team Black, they've got Corey Gaskin in, and for Team Yellow, they're going with the local native, Gary Steves.
So we're officially underway on a Sunday afternoon. Rainy, soggy Sunday out here in the Lower Mainland. Welcome to this event. They go straight all the way down the right side as they hustle their way back inside. Goulet comes in. Goulet waits. He leaves it back around this time. Nice dish to give it back out to the blue line. Good setup play to get it back out to Foxcroft, and Foxcroft takes his shot. Whistle. Now it goes back out the neutral zone, and Black picks this one all the way back up. Nice centering pass to get it back out the middle by Press, and Press throws this one back. Press comes inside. Cross pass over on the far side. They're trying to get control of this one. We were talking yesterday about number 71, and he is really a prolific player.
Dante Giamaroli, he's something special. There's a reason he was the youngest player to ever be named to the Canadian National Blind Hockey Team.
That's quite the feat for a young man of his age and stature right there. Back around, waits, trying to get control. Nice play, and he turns it. Kimani turns, waits, overskates the puck, goes back on the right side, coming back in over the hash marks. Takes a shot. That deflects, narrowly missed on the outside right post this time. And they just rip this one around the boards over on the far right side one more time. Mackey was getting control, and he throws this one all the way back out the center. Good long dump out play that time. Johnson's going to chase it. Waits. Team Yellow is on the line change. They're going off on the far side. Just started the opening period. 3 running time periods from Minoru. Go back out the center ice again. Good play. Gimanoli goes back down. Waits, turns, holds on to it, cuts back, gets away from his one man, centers this one back out in front. Almost intercepted in that one right there. Butterfield had a chance. Now Butterfield's going to retreat after this one. And hustle it back down the left side, and they work their way inside the zone, chasing it back. Good play to go inside as Johnson goes in. Johnson's pinned against the boards. DeRocher stays with him. DeRocher is going after this one again. Looks, trying to get control. Still has it against the boards over the far left side, and they throw it all the way back out to the neutral zone. Intercepted, grabbed by T. John T misplayed it. Now we go back around the other way. Good cross pass on the right side to intercept this one again. Butterfield throws it back in. Butterfield continues to press back inside, and he chases it back around again. Solid, tenacious forechecking by Team Black. The way they're playing right now. Only played 2 minutes and 5 seconds so far. Still scoreless on this one, Luca.
Still scoreless. Goalies haven't seen much action yet. A lot of back and forth action, though, to start this period.
We are positive it's going to open up as far as scoring-wise, because we saw that take place yesterday. Waits, they shot it off of the glass. They'll get it in front of the penalty box area, and Team Yellow hustles their way back down the left side. Good play to go back inside. Foxcroft comes in. Foxcroft looks, trying to set it back up in the cross pass, getting it back around. Shot scores! There's the first goal in the game. What a setup, and you talk about a celebration. No mistake in that one at all.
Quick pass, quick shot, ends up in the back of the net. Not much reaction time there left for Corey Gaskin to get down in a butterfly. Huge leadership there. Graham Foxcroft just carrying it up the wing. Patiently, patience. They say it's a virtue, and they also say it's sometimes that age and the patience helps you a little bit. Makes a quick pass across the ice to an on-skating teammate. Curtis Russell buries it. No problems there. Yellow takes the lead, 1-0, and I think that's their first lead of the weekend, actually, also.
I believe it is. Of course, Russell was excited.
Very excited.
He should be on that one. That was a nice setup.
Hey, who isn't excited when they score a goal?
So we wait to officials. Wait, they're looking right now. I think the young lady. She's going to come over.
Just the start Team Yellow was looking for this game.
Yeah, had a slow start yesterday, and this is a different start from yesterday's start. Now they go back around, wait. Black picks this one back up. Gimanoli comes inside, waits. They go in the right side corner. They wait for it, trying to set this one back up. He goes all the way out, takes a high shot. That deflects up and off the top part of the glass. Off of Johnson, so the faceoff will stay deep. The goaltender is down.
I believe that hit Gary Steves in the head here. That's why you got the direct whistle right away. Take a couple seconds. Looks like he's still down. Anytime one of the goalies gets hit in the head with this puck, the referees just blow the play dead right away. And it looks like he might be asking for some assistance from a coach right now, or just maybe needs a little break just to take some time to get back up. It is Sunday early afternoon here. It's been a long 3 days, so I'm sure, as I know Gary Steves, the extra little break there is going to benefit him a little.
He's a pretty prolific goaltender. We've seen that throughout the course of the weekend with some of the impressive stops that he's made.
Yeah, no, Gary's a great goalie, a leader, especially in the community out here in Vancouver.
It's all the way back, all the way over on the far side. They'll chase this one back, trying to get control. They do. They hustle back up, and Gorley goes down. Gorley's in front of the black bench right there. Gorley centers it back around the middle. Misplayed this one. They're going to go back after it and turn this one. Gimanoli goes inside, waits, looks, trying to set it back up. Takes a shot, rolls by. Nice setup on the cross pass on the right side this time, and now they go back again. Team Yellow.
3-on-0.
Back down. Yeah, 3-on-0 breakout going down this way. Inside. Trying to get the shot away. Waits. Late change on Team Yellow at the back end. Get some fresh legs on the ice, and now it rolls past everybody, goes back down the center, inside the zone, and Johnson will retreat to pick it back up. Johnson turns, being hounded off of the puck on the far side by Provan. Provan comes inside. Provan goes after it again. Bit of a collision course. Couple players collided. Fell down. They get back up and get themselves back into play. Provan's inside the corner. Waits, trying to grab this one. Solid aggressive play. Now they go back again. Team Yellow out the far side. They get up the center and go back down the left side again, and Johnson comes in the corner. Johnson looks, trying to feed it back. See who's a trailer. Mackey is a trailer in front. Centers it back, and Mackey couldn't put his stick on it. Just a little bit out of his reach, and now they go back the other way again. This is shot off of the glass and deflected off of the glass. Goes all the way back down inside the zone again as they chase this one. Good turn spinorama on that one by T. T shot it. It was blocked and kept inside the zone. Solid forechecking by Provan on the play now. Now Provan's going off on a change, and the puck goes all the way back to the blue line on the right side. Still keeping it inside. Quilty looks, chases it back all the way inside the left corner. Quilty goes after it, trying to grab this one. They go back the other way again, and they'll chase it back. Johnson's inside. Solid forechecking job. Out to the center zone. They'll turn and go after this one. Vezina comes inside. We talked about that impressive name yesterday.
Impressive name, just maybe a different position.
As they chase it inside, waits, good dish out play to go back to center. Now goes inside the Team Yellow zone. And they'll pick this one back up and hustle it back the other way again. The slip comes inside, waits, he slip turns. Good drop on that one. They center this one back inside, going in, trying to get the shot away, and it was blocked and rolled over in the left side corner. And they'll chase this one back around. Nice pinch to keep it inside the zone by Foxcroft at the blue line on the left side.
He came to play today, Foxcroft.
Did he ever? Foxcroft threw it back to the blue line, just not able to hold this one back inside. And they turn. Team Yellow will retreat, tag themselves back up the line, offside. Delayed offside was nullified on that play by the officials. Now they go back inside the corner again. Centers it back, it's on the far corner. And Team Black will pick this one back up and come all the way back out the center ice area as they hustle the way back down, and Coleman goes in. Coleman centers it back across to Butterfield. Butterfield takes the shot. Coleman retreats inside. Chasing it all the way over on the far right side again. They'll turn and grab this one again. Gimaroli goes in, waits, turns behind the net, stops. Oh, what a quick stop on that one right there. Caught everybody going the wrong way. He still has possession. Look, oh, a bit of a full shot. That was a sneaky little play.
I might take credit for that one. I think I was talking to him about that last night.
Dumping that one over. That was impressive. I have never seen that happen at all. That was pretty impressive to watch. If they score, you'll get the credit, the assist in this one. Take him back, centers it out in front, takes the shot, rolls wide of the net over on the far side. Trying to continue to press back in. Foxcroft goes after it. Foxcroft chases it back around. Gourlay comes in. They go back out to the neutral ice area, and they'll pick this one back up again. Good centering pass. Gourlay misplayed it. They hustle the way inside. Right side, centers it in front. Shot taken, shoot, scores! What a quick goal on that one right there. And Coleman gets the cross pass, and they put that one back in over in the left corner.
Yeah, the Vancouver Junior Canuck blind hockey player, Ruby Coleman there, ties up the game for her team. Huge pass. Dante Giamaroli finds the open teammate back door, and it's a tap-in.
You can see the setup.
Beautiful setup, all alone, makes no mistakes. Slides that puck right through Gary Steve's 5-hole, and you could see that smile on her face.
Talking about a happy camper, most definitely. So we have a tie game right now, 1. Very impressive. So from the draw, it's pulled all the way back inside the zone again. They're going to chase this one back out. DeRochers threw it in from the draw. DeRochers goes against the boards over on the far side, trying to grab this one. Boomers comes in, trying to get it. Waits, Boomers turns, it rolls back the other way. In the neutral zone as they turn and twist, and it goes trying to feed it back out to Quilty, and Quilty dumped into the neutral ice area again. Yellow hustles their way back inside. Over in the far left side corner one more time, chasing it back around. Johnson comes in. Johnson goes back. He's the trailer in this one right there, trying to get control. A little bit out of his reach. Misplayed this one, just couldn't finish the play back off, but the solid attempt to try and grab it. Rolls to the neutral zone again. Team Yellow pick it back up. Team Yellow dump this one all the way back in. Nice dump and play by Gourlay. Now Gourlay is going to go over the far side. Also coming in over on the far side boards one more time to go after this one is Johnson. Johnson gets upended, gets back involved in the play again. Now they roll it back to the line. Waits. Good long dump in back from the line, right at the blue line by Heaslip. Got an errant stick on the ice. Now they pick this one back up and get control of it, and they continue to press back in. Boomer's lost the stick. Shot taken. Rolls wide of the outside post, not by much. Bit of a collision course behind the net. Players get back up, get involved in the player. Centering it back out, trying to grab this one. DeRocher stays with it. Unable to put the stick on. DeRocher stays with it a second time and clears it all the way back out to the neutral ice area. Back by center. Team Yellow dump it back in. They turn. Clear the offside. Delayed offside was nullified. Just played 10 minutes in the opening period. Game tied at 1. Back down the right side. Gimonoli goes inside, waits, turns behind the net, trying to center it back right through the crease on the far side, and they'll go against the boards on the right side crease this time, and they push after this one more time on Provan. Dumped in the corner. Provan gets it again. Centers it in front and able to get control of this one. It rolls the other way. And Team Yellow will hustle their way all the way back out to the center ice area. Good play. Rudy goes back down. Rudy throws it straight forward. Good passing play up to Foxcroft, and Foxcroft continue to press back in the corner. He goes after this one, challenging after, trying to grab it and get control of it. Narrowly missed it. Gourlay goes after. Now Gourlay goes back out to center. He's going to go on the reverse and on the defensive play right now. Out to center, they turn. And it's turned back at center ice again, and Johnson intercepted. Johnson misplayed it, give it away, fanned on the shot. Shot taken, stopped. Solid block on that one right there. What a stop by Steves. Steves waits, hugs the post on the right side. Wants to make sure that everything is proper. Steves stops this one, rebound. Steves could hear that one coming in. Now they turn over the corner on the far side one more time, and they'll chase it back around. Good play to hustle it back. Miscue on the clearing pass right there, and it was kept inside by Provan. Provan goes in front of the goal. Provan throws it back on the far side one more time. Good clearing pass to get this one back over the far side boards to set this one back up. And it'll roll about to center. As it rolls to center, we're watching Team Yellow come all the way back down the far side again. Good hustle by Foxcroft to go inside. Foxcroft turns. They roll it out to center ice area. Right at the line and able to keep it back inside. They turn. Nice clearing play on that one right there by Press. Press got from one zone to the other. Team Black's on a change. Yellow throw this one all the way back in. Good ripping play to get it around the boards this time by Heaslip. And Heaslip just goes after it. Going to continue. Now Heaslip goes back out to center. He's going to be on the defensive. Team Black up to the middle part of the ice. Good play to go back down the other way again. And DeRochers goes inside, takes it, passes back. Shot scores! Nice setup again, and you talk about a quick give and go, breaking inside the attacking zone. That had picture perfect goal written all over it.
Beautiful goal, beautiful pass, great skate there by Lucas DeRoche. Literally went end to end, and of course he knew he couldn't be the one to finish the play, so he had to make that pass, and it was nothing like a beautiful pass. You look at that right across, left it on a platter. Ruby Coleman, she makes no mistake for her second goal of the game to put Team Black up 2-1 here with 7:18 on the clock in the first period. And that smile, I think, got bigger from the first goal, too.
I was just going to mention that. She's still smiling. That never quit. Never gets old to watch those. From the knock, goes against the boards all the way over on the far right side. Trying to grab this one. They'll pick it back up. Heaslip had it. Heaslip throws it straight forward. Now they dump it back in the corner. All the way over on the far left side boards one more time, and Johnson works his way inside to go after this one. Johnson, solid job, continue to press, and it was against the boards. To go after it, Quilty clears it back. Quilty got this one back forward up to Sprayson. Sprayson gets it back out to center ice area. Now they go back around, misplayed it. They crossed the line, misplayed the puck. Everybody went one way, and the puck decided to go the opposite way. Straight down inside the zone. Good long dump and play again on the far side by Johnson. And Johnson continued to press back inside and chase this one back around. As Johnson chases it back around. They're trying to get control out of his reach. Up to center. They throw it inside. The team tags up, nullifies the offside on the reverse play, and now they go back again as they pick up some speed. Boomers up over center, right side. Off of the wall, centers it back. Good pass by Boomers. It goes inside again, and it'll roll in the neutral ice area back in front of the penalty box area. And it was dangled back in by Quilty again. Team Black on a change. 5:55 left in the opening period. Team Black up by a 2-1 margin right now. A fast-paced, exciting game out here from Minoru Arena. Still inside the corner as they go back after this one, chasing it back. Press comes in. Press, cross pass, good play. Far side as Press got the pass through. Now it rolls with Team Yellow up the center. Team Yellow trying to get across the line. It was misplayed and literally stolen on the far side over in the boards by Quilty. Quilty's on the far side boards, but it'll go on the right side this time, and they'll pick this one back up. Good play. Giamaroli goes inside. I think they're calling that, and they did. They called that an offside on the play right there with 5:20 left. Running time periods. 3 running time periods we should make mention with a break between the periods. There you can see the coaching staff.
Yeah, there you see a good view there of Coach Philip Giamarelli here. Thank you for all his support. You got assistant coach Devin Wing. Of course, Matt Morrow helping out Team Yellow today, and he's got that Starbucks coffee in his hand. Talking to the ref, explaining some of the rules. Huge shout out to the refs this weekend. First time ever reffing blind hockey, and they've done an amazing job. So thank you for all their support and helping grow the game here in British Columbia.
Yeah, we've had 2 different officials each game, which is nice to see.
It's great to see. You know, it helps us. Not only are we trying to find more players to play the sport, but we're also trying to find more coaches, more refs, more of everything, right, to help grow and create more awareness for parasport of blind hockey.
Well, that's what you need. And you're taking big leaps and steps, especially coming down this weekend to play in Richmond. Now it goes back all the way over the far side boards. They're going to chase this one back around. Press comes in. Shot scores! As Press throws it back out in front. And Giamaroli was one that tipped that one back in. So that'll put him up by a 3-1 margin right now.
Yeah, it seemed what looked like to be a broken play there. Team Yellow almost had possession in their zone. But very quickly, you can never count out Dante Giamaroli, especially in the offensive zone here. We see a replay. Barney Press just stuck with it, sent the pass across, and Dante Giamaroli just had his stick on the ice. And for all you kids at home watching, you got to keep your stick on the ice and good things could happen.
Yeah, you're not going to have it in the air swatting flies. That's what our coach used to tell us. Get your stick down so you can score. So from the draw back at center, Black goes after this one. They're trying to pick this one back up. They throw it all the way over on the far right side this time, and they hustle away inside going after it. Good play. Butterfield comes in. Waits. Butterfield comes back, tags up on the offside, now goes back inside. It reverses the play, and they roll this one back out the center, and they throw it inside the zone. Good play. Vesna comes in. And Vesna goes after this one, trying to grab it. Vesna presses. I think we have a penalty. I think we have a body checking penalty.
Let's see who's going to the box here. Looks like Aiden Quilty is going to the box. 2 minutes or less for Team Black here. Talking to the ref about the play. I'm sure we'll hear a different variation always from the player compared to the referee here. But as long as no one's injured on the play, everything's good to go.
That's the key right there. There's the replay on the far side. Yeah, you can see the replay took her off of the puck right there on the far side. So thus the penalty. I have yet to hear a player go over to a referee and say, thanks for making the penalty call.
Yeah,
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Good call.
Yeah. I don't think we'll ever see that. So I think they're trying to put up on the boards on the clock right there. So the young lady going to be doing the referee, and she understands the clock. She also referees junior hockey out here in the lower mainland again, and she's really taking big strides.
Yeah, no, explaining the rules to her right away. She was very quick to understand them. So you always love it when a ref does their homework.
Yeah, they do. That's nice to see. Shot kept inside the blue line on the far side that time. Nice play by Gourlay, threw it back in. Gourlay's calling for it, trying to get control, unable to reach this one. And Team Yellow on their first power play of the contest with 3:11 left in the first period of play. Now they come back out the center. They turn. They go back inside the zone. Yellow splits the D, and they hustle their way back inside again as they'll chase it back around. Giamaroli goes after it, clears it all the way out the center. Good clearing play on the defensive part. Managed to just get the stick on it, just rip it all the way down the boards on the far right side, and Yellow retreats inside their own zone, deep inside their own zone. They get it back out the center. Now they'll turn one more time. Giamaroli turns, waits, sets it back up. Nice slide right through the skates to get it back up the center. Now breaks down the right side. Minute 15 left in their minor penalty. Good drop pass on that one to set this one back up. They go inside. Coleman comes in, takes a shot, rolls right through the crease all the way over the far side, and DeRozier picks this one back up. Turns, trying to get it on goal, misplayed this one. Now they go back the other way again, and they're going to grab this one. And Gourlay grabs it for Team Yellow. Gourlay hustles his way all the way out. Team Black leading, despite the fact that they've got a minor penalty. They're leading by a 4-1 margin right now. Pardon me, 3-1 margin right now.
Not much Yellow can get set up here on the power play.
No, Team Black is doing a solid job defensively, keeping them away from the front part of the goal. Now they go back out again, back to the blue line. Johnson comes in. Johnson takes a shot. That was blocked. Johnson trying to get it. Now we got the break, and they go back the other way again. Good hustle. Sprayson comes down. Sprayson looks, goes in, trying to feed it back. Fan on the shot right in front. Now they get the shot, and that one's stopped again. What a stop on that one by Steves. Went down and read that one like a fine textbook, and now they go back the other way again. About 22 seconds left in their power play. Team Yellow off on a change. They got their extra players back on the ice. Now they go back in. Good defensive kill on this one by Team Black, and Team Black gets it and rips it down the ice again. Inside the zone. 5 seconds left. Standing up inside the penalty box area, waiting to come back down is Quilty, and Quilty comes back, waits, the penalty is over. So they are back. Good penalty kill by Team Black on this one. Yellow had a lot of aggressive play going inside, just couldn't finish it back up. Now they bump and they go inside the corner all the way over on the far side, and Foxcroft comes in. Foxcroft tries to set it back all the way up on the far side, just trying to get it back around to Dow. And Dow just unable to put her stick on it. Now they go back the other way again. Turns, they go in the other way. Back in front of the penalty box area. Solid pressure. Collision course. Team Black clears this one back out. Dow keeps it inside. Nice play for Dow to keep it back inside and feed this one forward to Foxcroft. Foxcroft in front. Shot scores! Team Yellow get one on the board, and Foxcroft set that one back up all the way from the blue line as they hustled their way back in between Foxcroft and Dow. Solid aggressive play on this one right there.
Great goal there for Team Yellow, just what they needed. 43 seconds left in this period. That's going to deflate a little bit of the energy out of from Team Black here. Quick check at the replay. Doug Dow holds the blue line, gets it up to Graham Foxcroft. Foxcroft slides it across to Scarlett Dorn, all the way from Winnipeg. Congratulations, Scarlett Dorn, on scoring that goal, your first at a Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament. And you could see that smile on her face. It doesn't matter where you're scoring, you're smiling. Good for her, so happy, so proud for her. I know yesterday she took some extra time during the practice just to work on her shot, and I know she's probably feeling the rewards right now of that extra hard work that she's put into it.
Yeah, all the hard work pays dividends, as my mother used to tell us. And we used to doubt Mom, but there's a good case because it does work right there. Nice play. This is thrown all the way back down. 20 seconds left in the opening period. They'll have a clean after this one, a break. Young lady coming from Winnipeg, and of course I'm very familiar with Winnipeg. Lived on Grant Ave, just off of Pembina Highway down there. That's a nice city. And despite the fact that it gets cold in the wintertime, it's one of the friendliest cities I've ever lived in.
Oh, you know, Scarlett also, aside from being a blind hockey player, she's got a great role in Winnipeg as our program coordinator, right? So super excited this year as we partner with the Winnipeg Jets and True North to launch the first ever first shift para hockey program. So we'll have participants, children, youth in Winnipeg trying blind hockey for the first time, all thanks to True North, Hockey for All Center, the Winnipeg Jets, and First Shift Hockey.
That's impressive. And I give the pro teams in the NHL a lot of credit for teaming up with you. Long shot taken, rolls wide of the goal over on the far side again. Wait, Steve, just watch it roll wide. Now it goes back over, the buzzer goes to end a very impressive one period of play. 3-2 in favor for Team Black after period number one. What a solid, fast game. Both teams played hard, they fought hard. Is that the start that you expected to see?
To be honest with you, yes. That was exactly what I was expecting. I knew both teams were going to come flying right out of the gates. Team Yellow, I had some money on the line for them to first goal scorer. It was coming from Team Yellow. You knew that they just wanted to answer the bell early in this period and early in this deciding game, right? So they then found themselves in a little hole, but you know, they were able to claw out a little bit, and it's only 3-2. A lot of hockey to play. We still got 2 periods. Both teams will head to their change rooms right now, get a little bit of a break, as you see here. Taking some time to get off the ice. It looks like a couple players on Team Black are possibly talking about something at the end of that period, something they might want to get a better look at on the ice. But I'm pretty much going to go on a limb here and say, yeah, that's what I was expecting. So I'm expecting a lot more of that, right?
You know, it's interesting. I was talking to some of the players over the course of the last couple of days. They were telling me for some of them, this is their very first trip to the West Coast. They're really enjoying it. They enjoy playing out here. And of course, the other part with this, it's nice to have you teamed up with the Vancouver Canucks and the alumni.
It's great to be teamed up with them as our new partner. You know, Canucks for Kids Fund has been amazing to help grow the sport here in British Columbia, and their help and their support. We're just trying to get as many children and youth who are blind and partially sighted from the region here on the ice to play the game. So without them, none of this is really possible. But without all of our partners, none of this is possible. The CNIB Foundation, Daniel's family, Mannion, Electra, You know, those are really important factors in helping create the organization and helping us really grow is what's so important.
Yeah, I've had a chance over the last, probably a dozen, 15 years or so to deal with the BC Guide Dogs and Bill Thornton, who operates the program in Ladner. And I really respect everything they do because it's something that we just, I guess, to be very honest, we take our site for granted.
Yeah, we do in this community, you know, but we're able to really have these relationships and use these relations to help us magnify how important it is to be a part of the community, right? And I think it's something that speaks with an echo that you always need to be there to help. Help is so important, and you know, we get a lot of help, and without the help, it's not possible. If it's a partner, a sponsor, or even a volunteer, right? Without all the amazing help we've got, we wouldn't be the organization we are today.
Well, let's talk about the event that you and I promoted and talked about yesterday. It was the simple fact that coming up, you've got a national for Hockey Day in Canada back in Moncton in January. That's huge.
Yeah, in January we'll be hosting our 2026 Eastern Regional Blind Hockey Tournament, so very similar to this one. This will be taking place in Moncton in partnership with Hockey Day in Canada. So we've got a lot of cool surprises that we're working on for the community. You know, registration will open soon, so if you're tuning in and you're watching this, definitely be on the lookout for an email from either myself or Matt Morrow and the team here at Canadian Blind Hockey on how you could sign up and be a part of a pretty historic weekend in Moncton.
Yeah, as well as if you're a volunteer and you live back there and you want to volunteer, feel free to volunteer because it takes a lot of volunteers to put this event on.
Yeah, no, we're always looking for volunteers. We're looking for volunteers for all our teams across the country. If you're watching, you're listening, and you want to get involved with Canadian Blind Hockey, please send me an email. Would love to connect with you. It's Luca DeMontis at blindicehockey.com. Also, visit the organization's website. Follow us on social media. Learn more about this amazing parasport of blind hockey and the impact it's making on these thousands of people that are playing the sport from now around the world and not just in Canada.
We're going to take a bit of a timeout, let you go and grab a drink of water or get yourself refreshed right now. But
definitely need a drink of water here.
We're going to take a bit of a timeout and come back with more from Richmond Minoru Arena right after this. afternoon, everybody. Steve Erickson, Lucas Amanis. And Lucas, we had a very impressive first period.
Great first period there. A lot of action. 3-2, Black leads Yellow. You can't count Yellow out just yet. I think we're going to see a strong push here between the second period. You see Coach Sean Cowie there explaining the game plan, and huge kudos to Sean Cowie. Yesterday was his birthday. Happy birthday. And also, as I mentioned yesterday, that's a Canadian Blind Hockey Hall of Fame volunteer legend right there. So thank you to him for giving his time on his birthday weekend to helping out.
Yeah, very much. Belated happy birthday. Hope you have a very pleasant day today and had an enjoyable birthday as well. So period number 2 officially underway. 3-2. Team Black are leading right now, and Team Black, they do not change ends, just so you don't think that I'm confused. They do not change ends. They keep the same end all game. Gimenasha goes back down the far side, looks cutting back inside, looks trying to set this one back up, takes a shot. That was blocked in front. They're trying to get the rebound as they grab this one. It rolls back behind the net again. Steves stops it. Steves hugs the right post. Now goes back all the way over, covers the left post, and it goes back all the way out to the blue line area, grabbing Foxcroft, trying to clear it back out. It was intercepted at the blue line on the far side. Foxcroft stays with the player. Now they still fight for it. It rolls all the way back out, unable to keep it inside the attacking zone this time, and it goes back. Gimenoli goes inside and again, and they reverse this one going back. Good solid forward pass on that one right there, up to Press. Press pinches back inside. Press throws it all the way back in front, unable to finish this one back up, and they grab it. Nice shot far side that time by Boak. Boak got the shot away, and they pick this one back up. Collision course behind the net. I think we got a penalty coming up. Megan Houses assessing a penalty.
I think it's going to be a Team Black penny there. It looks like Barney Press might have just got a little bit too aggressive on the offensive forecheck there, and he's going to sit for 2 minutes or less.
Yep, so when they got possession of the puck, referee blows a whistle, go back over and sit in the penalty box area. Megan's going over to explain it to the players. Who, me? I didn't do that.
No.
I didn't do that.
Couldn't be. Just want to take some quick time here as my phone's been blowing up, of course, from messages from across the community. You know, Mark DeMont is tuning in, watching his national team teammates and also some of his good friends from across the community. We got the judge, Your Honor, captain of the Canadian National Blind Hockey Team, Kelly Serbu, Joey Cabral, Jason Yuha, just some of the messages that I've been getting. Keep up the hard work, everybody, and hope you're all having fun. And, of course, it's always followed by miss you and wish I could be there.
Hope everyone has a very pleasant Sunday. And of course, we were talking earlier on about travel, and Team Yellow hustles their way back in, trying to center this one back out. It was blocked. They're going to chase it back, turning, going back the other way again. Nice, solid, aggressive forechecking by Foxcroft. Foxcroft goes after it, presses back inside. Foxcroft stays all the way out in front, goes over on the right side, and Gourlay comes in the corner. Gourlay picks this one back up. Good play as Gourlay centers it back out to the blue line. Intercepted on a steal right there by Heaslip. Heaslip takes a shot, stopped again. What a save on that one. Nice stop on that one.
Sean Heaslip could shoot the puck, and that's exactly what the coaches want from him on the point. Shoot the puck and get shots on net, right? First really quality chance there for Team Yellow, this power play. So look for some more of those chances for them to develop here because it's a one-goal game, and they got to get pucks on net to shoot in this game.
What can you tell us about Corey Gaskin, the goaltender?
Corey Gaskin from Red Deer, Alberta, part of the Bullseye team. Hasn't seen much action. I'll be very honest, hasn't seen much action, so it's always tough for a goalie to be ready to answer to the bell when you haven't seen much action during the game. Yesterday, I think he saw 2 shots, he mentioned to me after, and he said, it always feels good as a goalie when you play well, but you didn't get much action, so you don't know if you really played well. And I just reassured him, don't worry, Corey, you played pretty good. So he was happy to hear that.
And there was a solid stop right there. Saved the best for today. Long shot taken, rolls wide of the goal this time. Gaskin just hugs the post. Gaskin waits, glances back, looks, goes over the far side wall, and they're going to come inside to chase this one back around. Good forechecking. Trying to get off of the wall as they pinch, and it goes back behind the goal again, and Foxcroft continue to press back inside, chasing this one. Foxcroft trying to feed it back out again, out to Gourlay. Gourlay failed to get control. Now it's kept against the boards and thrown all the way back in by Heaslip. Right through the front part of the crease, and is grabbed over the far side boards by Johnson. Johnson dangles this one back inside the corner. They go after this one, turning, twisting, over the corner one more time, and Gourlay trying to center the pass, but it was stolen literally off of the stick. Back in the left side boards. Long dump in play, misplayed this one. Now they go back on a steal, and they go back the other way, and DeRochers comes back down the right side. DeRochers comes back in, has to make the pass. Shot taken, deflected, rolls wide over the corner. DeRochers picks this one back up again, feeds it back to the blue line, able to get control. Now they go back. The minor penalty is over. Teams are back out. 5 aside, bumped off of the puck. A little bit of a shoulder. The net moves. Everything moves out there. Bit of a little bit of a bump going in towards on the attacking zone right there. As we look right there, Gaskin slow to get up.
Barty Press came flying out of the penalty box to help his team out there on the defensive end, was able to create a defensive play that just shut down that pass. Graham was looking for Gourlay, and that would have given Gourlay the green light on a somewhat little breakaway there. As you can see, Barney Press just came out of nowhere to eliminate that pass, falls down and takes out his goalie in return. But of course, everyone seems to be all right here except for the net off its moorings.
So the nets are smaller.
Nets are smaller, 3 feet in height compared to the 4-foot traditional net. You see right here, Corey Gaskin, net's coming up to just below his waist. So one of the main reasons is when the puck's in the air, it doesn't make much noise.
So advantage goes to the taller goaltender in this case.
There you go. That's one of the advantages.
So they took the face off of the neutral zone. They determined that the attacking team took the puck or the net off its mooring. So it goes back down the right side, hustling the way inside, going after it. Boomers comes in. Boomers centers it back out in front, trying to get the shot away. Brayson goes in, fan on the shot. Now it goes back the other way again. Long shot taken. Giovanacci gets in, takes a shot. That was blocked in front again. Now they're going against the hash marks. 15 and a half left in the middle period. They turn, circle behind the net, trying to set something up. They've got a couple out in front of the goal waiting for the pass. Shot taken, missed the net by about 1.5 feet this time. Trying to go after it again, and they'll pick it back up as it turns inside the corner, all the way over on the far side this time. Right side boards. It's kept ever so close, couldn't keep it inside the blue line. They turn, now they reverse and goes back inside the team black zone on the far side. This is grabbed and picked back up by Sprayson. Sprayson, right side. Giovanoli, right side across the line. Giovanoli hustles his way in. Looks good play going inside. Bit of a collision course behind the scenes right there. Couple players fell down. Slow to get back up. They get back up. Referee was talking to him, just saying everything is fine. I like the communication between the officials and the players.
It's so important in this game, how important the communication is from the officials, and that's one thing we always talk about.
Well, communication is what you need, especially in today's world. Now it goes back around, out to the neutral ice area. Pick this one back up, and they dangle it back to center ice area. Boak trying to clear it back out. Boak is about 10 feet inside the blue line. Now they wait, turning all the way over on the far side. Boak breaks out, going off on a change on the far side. And they'll throw this one back inside, and Sprayson comes back down. Sprayson waits, Fan trying to get control. Team Black having a line change on the play right there. They hustle their way back inside again, and it goes back in with just under 14 minutes left in the middle period. 3-2, Team Black leading in an absolutely electric game by both teams right now. They're playing solid and aggressive and a lot of talent on the ice. They go back to left side boards again. Foxcroft comes in. Foxcroft centers this one back all the way out in front. Waits. Turning. Nice play to set this one back up again, and they get it all the way back out the center ice area on the defensive play, working on this one right there while he slipped. He slipped Fan again, and it rolls, and it turns over the far side boards again, and T picks it back up. T over in the left corner. Trying to chase it back, getting it free, and Press pinches back in. T looks, just throws it straight forward as they hustle it back out to the center ice area again, and they work their way back now with Foxcroft coming inside. Foxcroft cuts in, goes wide to the outside left, turns, centers it back up on the drop pass, back out to Dow. Fan on the shot. Inside the blue line. Good play to keep it inside the line. Shot scores! Just slipped right through the 5-hole. What a game on that. What a shot from the line.
David Johnson from the point, and then scores and gives a nice rowboat celly with his team to tie this up at 3. Look at that, off a couple of sticks and feet, and before you know it, it finds the back of the net, and Team Yellow has tied this up with 12:40 on the clock in the second period here. And that's proof right there. Good things happen when you shoot the puck on net.
Well, just keep pressing right there, and you can see the frustration just from Gaskin when he was looking up, not happy with the fact that that slid inside.
Yeah, you can't be happy with that one, but I'm sure after the replay and he finds out that it hit 3 sticks and a couple feet, there's not much you could do.
No, not at all. As they go back inside again, DeRocher would go back in the corner. DeRocher's trying to center this one back out to the blue line. Waits, coming off of the wall over on the far left side again. Giovanoli goes in, looks, takes a pass. That was blocked, and it went the other way. On the reverse turnaround right there. I don't think they expected that one, and Johnson stays inside. Johnson goes wide to the outside, trying to feed it. Good stop. Nice stop once again by Steves. Steves had to be really alert to know where that was even coming from.
Yeah, really alert. And I think that was his first shot in probably the last 6 or 7 minutes, and that's what makes it even harder there as a goalie, right? When you're not used to being in position, or you're not used to hearing the puck, and to make sure you're ready, Looks like here, though, we've actually got a delayed penalty as Andrew Gourlay is going to the box with confusion here. I'm waiting to see what the ref's calling. Looks like 2 minutes for body contact. So I don't know exactly where that happened on the ice in the play, but seems like he's going to sit for 2 minutes or less here for Team Yellow, which is going to be either a big kill for the team, or Team Black might be able to get the response they want here, as I see they've got their first power play unit out there for Coach Giamiroli.
See how this will work out for them right now. So it's in the corner, waits, they're on the power play. They're going to set this one back up. Now it rolls back. Good reach to keep it onside right at the blue line. Giaminoli waits, going inside. Shot bounces off of the boards on the right side, and Provan comes inside. Provan picks it back up, sets it out to the blue line area, and DeRocher intercepts it. DeRocher gives it back through over the far side once again. Giaminoli looks, got the shot away. Bumped off the puck. Now it's out in front, and Provan takes a shot. Stopped again. What a save on that one by Steves. Steves is literally under siege.
He's under siege, or he's under Steves, we could actually say. But you know what? One of the things with Gary is when he's ready and when he's on, right? And every team, your best penalty killer's got to be your goalie. And right now, that's exactly what he is for Team Yellow.
Our coach used to say that's your last line of defense right there.
Last and most important line of defense whenever you're killing a penalty here. So he's able to make that big save, shut the door, freeze the puck, and get a change.
So it goes back to the line from the draw. They just dangle this one back over the far side. Giaminoli looks, takes a shot. Shot rolled wide of the crease on the far side, and Provan had that one all set up. Continue to press back inside. They chase this one. T cleared it, not out. T goes after it. Now T stays in front of the goal. Rolls back all the way over the far side boards, and they'll go after it with DeRocher's calling for it.
That's exactly where you could always find John T.
Shot over the shoulder this time of Steves. Just hammered it from about 10 feet inside the blue line.
Snipe. What an absolute snipe by Dante Giamiroli there. Steves had nothing that he could do there. Dante just picking the top corner right where he wanted it. As I know Giamiroli, that's exactly the shot he wanted, right from the spot on the ice he wanted, and he makes no mistake about it. That's a power play goal for Team Black, and they take the lead here 4-3. So you can see, walks the line, snipe. Hey, how do you do, Steves? There's the water bottle.
That's what they wanted right there. Gets them back up, leading in the score. Now they take a shot, deflected, it rolls wide. They're going to twist and turn and go back the other way again. Cleared it, not out, intercepted, and kept inside again by Giaminoli. He looks, waits, trying to cross pass.
Solomon Chaudhry on the point there. You can tell his teammates are trying to get him involved a little bit more, all the way from Chicago. He is an amazing person who is loved by everybody in this community, so you can see his teammates wanting to get him on the board.
And I believe he's the only one up from the U.S.
Correct, the only one. We actually consider him an honorary Canadian. He attends so many of our events.
That's nice to see. Back, wait, they dangle this one back, and it goes back behind the goal again. They're going to try and pick this one back. Sprayson threw it in. Sprayson's out in the middle part of the goal. Sprayson picks this one back up, turns, going in, takes a shot, shoots, scores! Sprayson a high shot over top of the left shoulder of Steves and put that one in top shelf right there.
AKS all the way from Saskatoon. There you go. Shoot the puck and good things will happen. And that was one of the things I was talking to him about yesterday just during the open practice was, hey, kid, you got a good shot. You just got to shoot more, right? And here he is, top of the circles, gets it on his backhand, quick to the forehand, and a quick release, and before you know it, it's in the back of the net.
Quick release right there, and unfortunately for Gary Steves, nothing he could do with that one at all.
Yeah, it's tough when you're the goalie and there's back-to-back shots. There's nothing you could do.
So now we will have goaltending changes to jump in for Team Black. They're making a goaltending change on the far end.
Yeah, so out's coming Corey Gaskin from Red Deer, and in is coming Lauren Weber from Edmonton.
I like that when you utilize all your goaltenders.
Yeah, no, for this tournament, it's all about fun. We just want everybody to play, right? So with 3 goalies, Lauren will now come in for Team Black here, and nothing better as a goalie coming in when you know your team's got the lead here.
Rather than trailing, yes.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah, it's a lot more off your shoulders, that's for sure.
Takes the pressure off you. So it goes back inside, waits, they're going to turn, and Quilty goes back behind the net, turning. Quilty comes out the corner over the left side, signs this one back out the middle part of the ice. Good dump out play up to Coleman, and Coleman throws it forward, but it was stolen, intercepted, and dangled back inside the zone by Foxcroft again. Foxcroft on the attack. Foxcroft continue to press back inside, going after it. Rudy goes inside, waits, trying to get control. Now they turn, they just bang this one off of the wall. They'll chase it back and do it one more time. Kept onside. Nope, apparently it did not.
just past the line, just barely here, standing right here at the line. So I was able to make that call, and that might be the easiest call for me to make this weekend. But
call.
if I'm going to predict something here, I'm going to say Team Black is going to look to get the puck onto Ruby Coleman's stick here, as she's got the opportunity for a hat trick. So you see how they've been passing the puck around, getting Solomon Chaudhry involved. Be on the lookout for Ruby. She's hat trick searching here.
Wants another one. It's in the bonus clause. It's in the contract.
Yeah, it's in the contract. The contract framework that I built out for her, I guess.
Far side boards, they continue to press back inside, going after this one, trying to get the shot on goal. This is Johnson in the corner, centers it out in front. Johnson maintains possession. Johnson looks, throws it all the way back out. Shot taken right from the point. Nice long dumping play on that one by Heslop. Shot.
Ooh, Gourlay with the chance. Top corner was open. He saw it, he wanted it. He just sailed it over the net, as you could sense him right now with a little bit of disbelief. But that's all you want. You want to just see your team getting some chances here. Oh, just over the net. Puts his stick over his head, as he would love to have that chance back, right? But as long as your team's generating chances, you know that they're going to keep coming, and that's the most important thing. Is we got some special guest visitors here in the box right now.
They want your autograph.
Autographs. Oh, usually I'm used to getting the kids' autographs from a lot of our players, but I don't think they want my autograph. We'll wait for after the game, and some of the players will sign some stuff for you guys, all right? Perfect.
So from the draw, it was pulled back in. They retrieved a new puck on that one. I saw them change the puck because they can get damaged. A lot of people don't understand that, but it goes back out with Provan. Provan coming inside. Cross pass by Provan over on Giminole on the far side. Looks nice setup play. Giminole looks, cuts back inside, goes wide to the right side. Back into Provan. Provan's going to pick this one back up. Left it this time. Changed her mind. Now rolls back and is tipped all the way back down the ice and chasing this one inside the zone. Good stop play. Giminole throws it straight forward. A couple players way deep inside the zone for Team Yellow. At the far side. Now they hustle their way in, and Provan comes in. Provan back pass right on the far side one more time to try and fit it back out. Taking a huge shot. That was blocked and rolled wide. Trying to set it back up. Team Black getting a lot of aggressive chances right now. Just unable to finish it back up. And this is just dangled and knocked out of the way on the far side by Rudy. Clears it back. They turn. They go back the other way again. Knocked off it. Johnson's the trailer. Johnson's off on a change. Now they work their way inside. Going on the right side over to Gourlay. Gourlay looks, takes their time. Team Yellow on a change. They get fresh legs on the ice, and they'll leave it on the left side boards one more time as they pick it back up with Johnson going inside. Johnson deep inside the corner. Johnson being hounded off of the puck by Sprayson. Sprayson stays with him. Shot off of the outside of the post on this time. The puck stays behind the net. Now they'll clear it. That was blocked and intercepted and kept inside the attacking zone on the far side. Good play. Dangled back out the center. Goes in front of Team Yellow bench with 5:12 left in the middle period. 5-3 the score for Team Black. They turn. They reverse the play. Goes back the other way again. Out the center in front of the penalty box area. Foxcroft picks it back up. Throws it forward. So as Foxcroft throws this one back forward, they're going to go after it. And Giminole picks it back up. Out the center. Far side right in front of the bench. Vesna picks it back up. Vesna off of the wall. Team Black on a line change. They throw this one inside again. And Foxcroft continues and steals it. Off of the hash mark to the right side. Foxcroft gives this one back around the right side boards. Good play over to Johnson. Fanned on it. Now they go back. On the reverse, the trailing play as they hustle the way back inside. Boomers comes in. Boomers sends it through the crease. Just unable. DeRocher was unable to put her stick on this one right there. What a chance in that one.
Great chance. They don't get better than that sometimes in this game, right? You really got to capitalize on your opportunities whenever you do get them here, as the puck's now cleared the zone.
Cleared the zone. It's out by center. And it being out by center, we've got about 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the middle period. Team Black dangles this one back in. It goes back behind the goal with Johnson picking it back up for Team Yellow. Johnson throws it out the right side, kick straight forward, couldn't put it back in. Soccer style kick, but it was intercepted and stolen. They'll go back the other way with DeRochers, picking this one back up for Team Black. DeRochers all the way up the center. Straight down, working the way across the line. Good hustle to come inside. Coleman's the trailer. Coleman goes in. Shot. DeRocher shot off of the post, and it goes no. Referee is there and saying no goal. He was on that, and it's right off of the post.
Yeah, huge save there, Gary. Just making sure he's staying tight to that post. Of course, if he wasn't in the crease, you know John T would be, right? So that was great there that they were able to make sure Black wasn't going to get another one.
Congratulations on the save.
Ruby Coleman here just with a little bit of patience. Going to her backhand, tries to slide it as she gets Gary Steeves sliding from one side of his net to the other, and she was looking to slide it to the opposite post. But just Gary keeps the door shut.
Yeah, good initial stop on that one. The puck rolled in after the whistle had gone. So thus no goal. Team Black pressing inside, trying to get control, able to grab this one. It goes back the other way. Turning is Quilty. Quilty down the right side, dangles this one back in. Quilty threw it back forward, and Provan was one that actually dumped it inside. Now they clear up and nullify the offside. Play carries on. Team Yellow working their way all the way up their own zone, straight up the middle. Now throw it off of the wall on the right side. A couple players collided. It goes back the other way again. They both get back up, get themselves involved in the play. Butterfield was the last one getting back up. Butterfield collided in that play on the far side. I think it was with Johnson. Now it goes back down inside the zone, over on the far side. They're going to hustle their way in. Rudy comes in, looks, turns, trying the centering pass, trying to feed it back out to the blue line. Pass was cut off and blocked that time, and it went the other way. Throwing it back out. Quilty looks, couldn't get it back out. Going after it a second time. Now they'll throw it back. Team Yellow pressing right now with 2:15 left. A lot of aggressive play right now by Team Yellow.
Yeah, definitely applying the forecheck real hard right now.
So it rolls back out to the neutral ice area one more time. They'll pick this one back up. Rudy holds onto it, throws it forward. This is literally stolen. Now they go back the other way again, and Provan comes back down the far side. Provan goes in, bumped off of the puck on the far side by Gourlay. Waits, Gourlay stays with the puck, trying to get control, centering it off of the ball. Now they come out in the middle part, takes a shot. Nice stop again on this one by Steeves. I think Steeves is the only goaltender on the for Team Yellow, so they'll utilize him all game.
Yeah, he can't complain about ice time, that's for sure this weekend.
No, not at all. I think he's played all the games so far. Couple players behind the net. One down, slow to get up.
He's getting up, though.
Team Black indicated to the referee to give the play, and the referee had a conversation with the player behind it. So now they have a line change for Team Yellow. Black out of their own zone. Giminoli up the center, across the line, sets it back up on the drop. This one right there. Good play to set it back up the press. Press goes in, waits, turn, reverse play. And they go back out to the neutral ice area, and it's in front of the penalty box area. Throwing it straight forward again. Giminoli cuts back inside. Good setup play on this one. Back out to Press. Press goes in. Press sets this one back up on the far side one more time over to Sprayson. Takes a shot. Rolls wide of the crease on the far side. And they're trying the centering pass again. Turning. Team Yellow clearing it at the hash marks all the way out to center ice area. And they're going to hustle the way back down with Foxcroft going inside. Foxcroft on a break. Gun inside with Mackey. Mackey goes in. Takes a shot. Got the shot away, and it rolled behind the goal. Foxcroft presses back in, also going inside, continue to press back inside. Waits trying to get the shot away, and that one right there was Foxcroft. Now it rolls to center, and Foxcroft's going to go after this one with about 25 seconds left in the middle period. Black on a line change. They turn. They continue to press back in, and Mackey chases it back around. Mackey turns, waits, out of her reach. Now they go back the other way again, getting it across the line. It's in the neutral ice area. They throw it back in. It was stopped and blocked, and Team Yellow clears it back out to the neutral ice area one more time. Good clearing play on that one, and Boomers throws it back in. Boomers pricks it back up, waits. And that's all they wrote for 2 periods of play. So an electro 2 periods, 5-3 the score after 2 periods for Team Black.
Great period. Great period there. I think Team Black came with what they wanted for that period, right? They wanted to be able to capitalize on their opportunities. Unfortunately, Team Yellow, on the other hand, wasn't able to. They had a really good power play. They were able to get the puck around, see some options, had a couple great scoring chances, but at that point, they weren't able to get one past the goalies. So we've got 5-3 Team Black over Team Yellow in Game 3 of the 2025 Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament.
You surprised it's a close score?
Yeah, I am. I'm really surprised. Usually I find that, especially around Game 3 on the Sunday, a lot more tired legs, a lot more playing a little conservative out there. They're not really trying to play too much out of their comfort zone. They want to play in a comfort state just because they are tired, right? And as we know, when you are tired and you're going to potentially risk something else, maybe an injury or something if you get out of your comfort zone. So they're just trying to play to the best of their abilities and make sure they continue to put on a great display of blind hockey here for everybody that's watching at Minoru Arena and everybody watching online.
I know they're sure doing an exceptional job. They're Entertainment Plus, and I know the other day you had school kids in here on Friday.
Oh yeah, that's one of our favorite things to do with Canadian Blind Hockey is pack the bowl as best as we can. So anytime we're hosting a tournament, wherever we are hosting that, we always look to work with some local schools that are in walking distance or maybe a quick public transit to get there, just to invite them out. It really creates more of a community feel. Of course, it helps create some awareness as these new students find out about the Parasport of Blind Hockey, but it's also for the players, right? Who would love to play in front of a sold-out building with hundreds of screaming kids yelling your name, asking for autographs, and that's one thing that our players really do love.
And that's the one thing that you and I did notice till after a couple of games being played the other day, Friday as well as yesterday, they were getting asked for autographs.
Yeah, they were getting asked for autographs, and I had one player, Barney Press, came up to me and goes, I don't know how much you gave that kid to come ask me for my autograph, but Luca, thank you, because that was the best feeling ever, right? So I didn't actually give the kid anything. The kid just wanted some autographs, and you know what? It lets our players feel like the true professionals that they actually are.
And we had two young boys over talking to you between the periods there as well.
Yeah, just, sharing a little bit about the sport to them. They had a couple questions, so I'm just here to educate along with filling up the water bottles and make sure everything else is good.
All right, so we watched Matt running around all over the place. He was doing some autographs earlier on and photo sessions. I think he was doing some stuff with CBC. But how does his role affect what goes on? I'm assuming he's the big cheese.
So Matt's the executive
as I was
director of
told
Canadian
last
Blind
night.
Hockey. So Matt works with the organization, and he's been here for a long time. And his role, of course, is overseeing how we as an organization can grow and how we plan to grow into the future and continue to showcase the sport, but also introduce the sport to new countries. That's a big push right now for Canadian Blind Hockey, is how can we tap into new markets, not just in Canada, but around the world, right? One of our goals is, and our mission is, world leaders. Right. We want to be world leaders of the Parasport of Blind Hockey, and by being world leaders, we need to not only create programs in our country, but we need to help other countries in creating programs within their own country, right? I thoroughly feel this sport is inclusive enough that one day we will be witnessing this at the Paralympic Games. But how do we get there? So as a team here at Canadian Blind Hockey, Matt Morrow, myself, and Mel Carey, and the amazing volunteers and incredible stakeholders, those are questions that we are always asking, trying to find answers to. How do we tap into new countries? How do we work with existing countries like Finland, Sweden, USA, and England? How can we help them develop more programs so they could then go and create their own national team programs, right?
Is there an international level of this?
Yes, there is. Team Canada versus Team USA. Every year, some of the best blind hockey you could ever watch, right? As the member of the Canadian National Blind Hockey Team, I'm the general manager, so it's a role that I hold with the utmost pride of being able to select some of the greatest athletes in our country to represent our country, right? So I'll go on out there and say, as the 6-time champions, we've got a great group. We've got a great group of players, but we've got a better group of people, right? Yes. From the top down, from the coaches to the players to the managers, equipment managers, everyone that has a role on that team is a true ambassador for this sport in their community. They're always sharing the sport, encouraging people to get involved, and it's so important that we need those people helping us.
Where is the next international championship being held at?
So I can't release too much details yet.
But it's being held.
It will be held. It will be held this season. We're currently in the planning process of that. I've got a meeting coming up with Mike Svek, the U.S. national team general manager and coach, as we continue to plan this season's event. So it's something that is truly special to be able to represent your country, and it's no different here on this stage also. So I'm always excited whenever we get to see our players stand on the blue line and listen to their national anthem and play with so much pride.
And I would gather when that announcement's going to be made, it's going to be on the website?
It will always be on our website for sure. It's website, social media, all the information you need regarding Canadian Blind Hockey can all be found through those platforms. So it's going to be an exciting announcement. It's going to be an announcement that many of the players on the team can't wait for. And of course, as I mentioned, anytime you get to put on your country's jersey and represent your country is something truly, truly special.
Well said, well said. We're going to take a bit of a timeout and come back with more right after this. Good morning and welcome to the locker room on location out here at Richmond's Minoru Arena. Very pleased to be joined by Kirk McLean. And Kirk, you're out here for the CNIB, the blind hockey this weekend. Big undertaking for you. Big undertaking for them.
Well, I think it's a fantastic event. We did a little outreach program in Victoria in the summer, and you got to see what these athletes are really about, these hockey players, and it's very amazing what they do. That they can get around the ice the way they do and enjoy the game like everybody should be able to do and have a lot of fun.
We just take our health for granted,
yes.
And not everybody has 100% health. And these young athletes that are playing, they really overcome a lot of adversity.
They really do. You know, never mind everyday life, what they have to do day to day to get around town or travel or whatever it may be. But now, strap up the skates and strap up the goalie pads or whatever it may be, and hit the ice and in a confined area and try and stay out of each other's way for the most part. But they're very respectful of each other and the game for that matter. And I just love it. I think hockey's meant for everybody, not just the incredible athletes in the professional side, but right from anybody with any kind of physical issues and why not? I mean, that's what it's all about.
How did you get involved with the program?
Well, through our Canucks. You know, we're here to launch the jersey and the relationship with the blind hockey. And Rod Brathwaite was a big part of getting this all together, and I think it's a great fit. I mean, the Canucks are here for everybody, not just youth hockey in general, but anybody that wants to play hockey in some capacity. That's what we're here to support.
Biggest thing. Getting all set to start period number 3 right now, and of course we'll come back in our broadcast booth, and that was an audio part that we did. Oh, thank you, Dylan.
There you go. And I brought you 2 minutes. You got a hat yesterday.
Yes, sir, I did. Dylan, there you go for your souvenir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So we had an audio interview that played part of with Kirk McLean. We'll finish it after the game. I had a chance to talk to Kirk McLean on Friday with the Canuck alumni, and he was like a breath of fresh air coming out here and talking about this event. Oh, there you go. Now you're on.
I'm on. Now I'm live. Perfect. There you go. If only everybody could shut me down that quick and shut me up. But no, it was great to hear from Kirk. Just first time he ever got to see blind hockey, so it's always an experience that you got to share and you got to see it to believe it.
He was really, really impressed with what he saw. Moving back down, look, they just angle this one back all the way on the far side, and Foxcroft comes in the corner. And again, they do not change ends. Just so you know, the Team Yellow is still on our broadcast right, and Team Black's on the broadcast left, going from left to right on your sets or computers at home or TVs, whatever you might be watching or listening in from. Now it goes back the other way again, centers it back around. Good play to keep it inside the zone on the far side by Gourlay. Gourlay goes in the corner. Pushed off of the puck. Press goes after. Press grabs at the hash marks. Misplayed it. It goes back the other way again. He'll try and dangle it back out with Gourlay centering back out in front. Shot taken, deflected, and blocked right there. Went wide of that, but what a chance and a setup by Mackey on the outside left post.
Yeah, Mackey right there on the spot, turn, shot, just shot it wide. But that's a chance that was a pretty good one early here in the third period for Team Yellow.
Team Yellow pressing right now. They find themselves trailing by 2 goals. They want to come back and rebound, get themselves back in the game. And what a turnaround, different game today from yesterday for them. Yesterday they dropped the game by a pretty significant score. Now they're rebounding and they're coming right back. Nice play to cut back inside, going after this one, trying to get control. Shot taken, that was blocked, and Gourlay went wide over the far left side corner. Gourlay still in the corner on the left side. Deep in the right corner this time as they're trying to press this one back and get it free. Setting it back out to the blue line. That was intercepted, stolen by Foxcroft. Foxcroft throws it in front. Stop. Big rebound. What a stop on that one. And Weber is playing goal. Weber took over in the second period from Gaskin.
Yeah, just the start Team Yellow was looking for. A couple early shots on net, couple key chances. Weren't able to get one past Weber, but hey, it is a tough task always to get one past Lauren Weber. See here the replay. Good little cycle down low from Team Yellow. They're able to generate a chance. And Mackey, 2 good chances there for the Mack truck just on the spot following a rebound.
Big rebound, but jumped all over that one, trying to get the loose puck right there from Mackey. Unable to put it back in. As they work this one back over the left side wall, they'll get it back up. Giminoli picks this one back up, out the right side, across the line. They come inside. Far side, good cross pass over the far side, that time over to Coleman. Coleman picks it back up, it bounces off of the back wall. They're going to try and pick this one back up, and Butterfield's inside the corner. Butterfield come off of the wall, waits. Now Butterfield stays out in front, gets it, fans on the shot. It goes back the other way again. Just a little bit out of the reach. Now they turn again. Still inside. Giminoli takes his shot.
Seems like Butterfield's still down.
Yeah.
I know he had a little bit of a knee injury leading up to this, and the last 3 games have definitely made it a little tougher. So I think the Team Black is maybe asking for some support as he gets up. Yeah, he gets up on his own with a little bit of help.
Some of the fans.
Yeah, we got some Eclipse fans here in the building wearing their favorite Eclipse players to show their support, and there's nothing better than that whenever you've got some fans here to cheer them on. Looks Lucas DeRoche helping his teammate Dustin Butterfield off the ice. Looks like he's favoring that same knee, so we'll see if we see him back out here in the rest of the game, but a little slow to get off the ice as he's hobbling down the tunnel.
Hope he's okay. More fans.
More fans. More fans, more fans, and that's always great to have fans in attendance.
And there are. We've got a good amount of fans here for all 3 days today. That goes back at the blue line, left side. Giminoli keeps this one back inside, slides it back through, cross pass, given through over to Coleman. Coleman goes in. Coleman picks it back up off of the wall, centers it in front of the goal. This is grabbed and stolen by Hislop. Hislop trying to clear it back out. That was intercepted again. Turning right side, taking a shot off of the outside of the post. What a chance. And it's still pressed. Did it go inside? Referee said no, it did not go inside. Quick stop right there. They were sort of pleading their case, but it didn't count.
No, it didn't count, but you can try to plead your case. You might not get far with it, but here it is here. Want to give another shout out to Scarlett Dorn's family, who's cheering her on and saying congratulations on that big goal. So a lot of support coming for Scarlett from Winnipeg.
Nice to have different people watching it and listening in on the broadcast.
Yep, more support also for Aiden Quilty out there from Dundas and Hamilton area in Ontario. So he made the trek out here, the youngest player, I believe, taking part this weekend. But as I said, age is only a number, and he is well beyond his age and experience when it comes to blind hockey now.
And I, for one, can attest to that. That's very true.
There you go, yeah.
Very much so. So they wait. They throw it back through, slides it all the way out to center. They're going to chase this one back down. Going inside is Foxcroft, and Foxcroft deep inside the corner. Right side, but an icing call. Oh, they're questioning that one. Megan says no. Megan House is the referee, the one referee.
I'd be questioning that one also if I was Graham Foxcroft. He was the first one there. He got there before it crossed the line. That's a tough call as he continues to say his case there, right? And I'm very familiar with Graham Foxcroft stating his cases. So still smiling though, and that's all that matters.
That's the key right there. So from the dot, went all the way back out to the blue line. They slide this one back in front, trying to go after it to get control of it this time. That was Boomers was in there. Out of the reach. Now they're going to throw this one all the way back down the ice, and Dow is going to chase it back in. On goal, what? They swatted it back. It was inside, and the whistle goes, I guess, sort of tie goes to the runner type of thing. So they give a quick whistle on that one. Nothing wrong with that at all. So again, welcome to Richmond, BC. Hope you've enjoyed your time out here.
Love my time out here. Every time I'm able to get out to BC, it's always a good time. So many friends out here, just members of the community. So getting to spend some time with them, going for a few nice dinners, just sharing in laughs and stories. And it's really why we do what we do, and it's all worth it.
I think the laughs and the stories are make it worthwhile besides the play.
Always. They always do. Nothing better than a good meal on the road with friends who I also consider family. So it's important.
It's huge. It's really a big part and a big aspect of the game. Now they keep this one in control. Waits. Rudy goes inside. Waits turning, going off of the wall, trying to get control again, and Dow chases it back around. But it's in front of Team Yellow bench. Stolen, goes down the left side wall again. Hustling away in his Boomers. Behind the goal. Clears it, right side corner. Trying to get it back out the line. They did. They got it back out the line, and DeRochers picks this one back up. DeRochers goes deep in front. Now they center it back out. Waits to get this long shot taken that time by Press. Deflected wide. Good stop, and Steves had to be alert to make that save. Now it's still inside the corner again as they fight for it. Giminoli goes, turns behind the net. High shot deflected over top of the net. That actually took a strange deflection off of Gourley's stick and went over the far side corner. Got a real fortunate deflection of that one right there.
Yeah, that looked like it definitely went off something just with the change in pace and direction it made.
Rolling it back to center. They tip it inside. They thought about having a whistle, but they changed their mind. That's okay. We'll make one later on. So it goes back inside as Team Black has a line change. First one going after Probin, throws it inside the blue line. Probin dumped it back in. Vesna is out there. Waits. Vesna stays with her player. Not going to give him anything to skate around with. Looks. Throwing it back inside. Vesna picks this one back up again. Vincent. Vesna goes after it. Still inside the corner. Bumped off the puck on the far side board. Gimaroli stays with him. Looks not going to give him anything to skate around with. Now they turn. Right side board. Centering it back in front. Shot taken. Stopped again by Steves. What a quick jump, and Steve stopped that one again.
Yeah, that was a very big save here with 12 minutes on the clock. Hopefully his team could kind of gain some momentum off that is what I really hope for Team Yellow here. He's made some few important saves for them to continue to keep the score at 5-3. And really, I'm sure if I know Gary, he's hoping to get some offense right now from Team Yellow.
Yeah, he was only dejected. I think it was on the third goal, but still playing a solid game.
He's playing a great game in net for them.
Back around, shot taken, it rolls wide, goes all the way over on the far side, upended, but gets himself back into play is Coleman. Now they turn, waits, Coleman presses back in, unable to get control as they twist. Coleman's the trailer. Now, up the center ice area, they throw this one back forward, and Johnson comes across the line. Johnson goes deep inside the corner on the far side, sending it back up to T. T is in front of the blue paint, waits, T stays in front, also going in there was Mackey. Unable to finish it back up. Now Team Black go back the other way, and Gimaroli goes inside. Trying to set this one back up all the way up to Coleman. Takes a shot, stopped. Good save on that one right there by Steves again. The puck bounces loose, goes behind the goal. Steves hugs the left post, waits. It's on the back part of the mesh, so quick whistle. And we've got 10:58 left, 5-3, Team Black leading.
Yeah, we'll get a stoppage in play as it sits on the net there. Gives us a couple little seconds here yet again to thank all our amazing partners for making this possible. The 2025 Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament. It's been a great weekend. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of excited participants arrived here on Thursday evening, looking forward to starting their blind hockey season. And right after this, we will get the remainder of the season started and a lot of programs as we launch them all across the country this week.
Yeah, and in conversation with some of the players, they're really excited to get it started too. They go inside, wait, trying to get a shot away. That deflected, went wide this time. First one pinching inside was Brayson. Kugler Brayson, waits, pinching inside, trying to get control. It goes back the other way again. They'll set this one back up. Shot was blocked. They come off of the board with it. Trying to go after this one was Brayson. Brayson failed to get it. Now they go back the other way again. And they hustle away back down the far left side, and Gourlay comes in. Gourlay looks for the trailer, trying to feed it back out on the pickup on the pass.
Great defensive play there. Aiden Quilty just takes away the pass. And as a coach, that's all you would love to see from your defenseman. And he jumps in the play.
Got the stick right in the lane. Shot scores! And you talk about a transition play. All started from inside their own zone.
Looked like a young Quinn Hughes there. Gets the stoppage in his own zone and jumps up into the play and scores his first goal at a Western Regional tournament. So huge shout out there, Aiden Quilty. That might have been the shift of your life, buddy. Great work. Keep it up.
And you were talking about the involvement with the Vancouver Canucks alumni. Canuck colors too.
Canuck colors, yeah, for the rebrand out here for our new Vancouver Junior Canucks blind hockey team and our Victoria Canucks blind hockey team. So they've got some pretty sharp jerseys to wear this season.
Yeah, so nice to have the Canucks alumni involved with it.
Oh, it's so important, and it's amazing to have them involved with it. Just getting them on the ice the other day with our children and youth, having the youth look up to these amazing role models with NHL experience just speaks volume to how important it is to have them part of our team.
Puck was shot in front. Probin couldn't put the stick on it. Now it rolls back the other way again, and they're going to turn inside the attacking zone. Gimaroli turns back out in front of the penalty box area. Sets this one straight forward. Good forward pass to log this one inside over to Boomers. Boomers goes deep against the wall. Boomers fail to get control. Probin throws it back out in front. Jake is stopped. Rebound, and Steve stopped that one again. He would be my game star right now.
He definitely is probably the biggest star for Team Yellow in this game. He's been there to help keep his team in it, I guess you could say, right? The score is not really what it should be for this game for Team Yellow. So huge kudos to Gary Steves, just shutting the door yet again for the Team Yellow.
He's the only goaltender they've got in the team, so he's really making it count for them right there. Goes back off of the wall. Team Black printing inside. Waits, trying to get control again. Gimaroli goes inside, takes a shot. Oh, over top of the right shoulder, and Steve's unable to stop that one. Albeit he stopped everything else except the kitchen sink that was thrown at him right there. But what a stop and what a shot.
It's tough to stop everything, especially when you got Dante Giamaroli continuing to come at you with this skill and pace, right? So you hope you can get one. but you can't get them all there, as I'm sure right now John T. is telling Gary as he sits in his crease with him.
Yeah, I saw the officials have a discussion with a couple of players. I'm not sure what the discussion was about, but they were still having a one-time discussion over on the far side nonetheless. And we'll go back to center. 7:24 left, and of course running time periods. 3:20 running time periods. And it goes back out from center, and it was thrown straight forward. Going after this one, Foxcroft got it forward. As they threw it straight forward, they go after this one inside the zone. Turning to chase it back around was Gourlay. Gourlay off of the wall. Good play to get it back out to the blue line. Nice long dump out. And they hustle their way back down, working their way inside. Johnson, cross pass. Left side, Johnson comes back inside. Trying to feed over to Foxcroft. Foxcroft out of the reach. They go the other way, and they'll pick up some speed straight down the right side. DeRochers comes in. DeRochers sets it back up to Coleman. Shot taken. Stopped again by Steves. What a nice drop pass on that one to set the shot up.
Great pass. And you know, Ruby, she's looking for that third goal. I don't think Gary Steves wants to really give it to her because he knows that comes with some bragging rights in the Eclipse change rooms, right? So makes a big save there to keep the score at 7-3 Black.
Team Yellow finishing their line change, coming back out. Megan Howe's ready to drop the puck. Looks from the draw, pulling all the way back this time. Nice face-off win on that one right there by Coleman. Coleman continued to press back in. Coleman goes after it a second time, gets control, shot it straight forward. It goes inside the zone one more time, and they continue to press back ever. Heslip stays with it. Stays, looks, fights. Now they get it all the way back out to center. They're going to throw it straight forward. Good hustle to work their way back inside, going after this one, trying to get the shot away. Johnson waits. Johnson passed this one back, and Johnson gets upended. Slow to get back up. Johnson, a bit of a collision course way in front of the goal that time.
Looked like just lacking a little bit of communication there. David Johnson was skating with it, tried to make a drop pass between his legs to Gourlay. Just got to talk a little bit out there, fellas.
Communication key for success. So face-off icing call right now. So when you leave here, you go back home. What's next on the agenda? I know we talked about it earlier, but always good to remind the fans.
Yeah, what's next on the agenda is continuing to grow as many blind hockey programs as we can in Canada here, really, right? So I think it's very important. I'll stay home for a week with my beautiful family, which I can't wait to see as I arrive home in Toronto later this evening. I'll be off to Regina next week as we've got a Triad event in partnership with the Regina Pats, followed by a conference, and then all the blind hockey teams across the country will begin their season next Saturday and Sunday. So a huge shout out to all our teams across the country from coast to coast to coast as they get ready to drop the blind hockey puck on the 2025-2026 season.
Giamaroli comes all the way back down. Good setup play going inside, trying to get the shot away. Shot deflected, goes inside, and they score on the rebound that was coughed back up to Provan.
Yeah, huge block shot there. Just lucky Provan got it right back on her stick after it was blocked, and she made no mistake the second time, burying it in the back of the net. And Gary Steves looking to the sky for a little bit of help there from some teammates.
Completely went in. Nice setup and a nice block pass on that one, too. So when you get home, will your daughter be sleeping tonight, or will she be?
I hope so.
It'll be midnight by the time you get back
I hope
home.
so. She's sleeping.
So they go back out to center. Coaching staff on the far side for having a discussion with each other. They're having a good laugh at it anyway. They're having a good communication.
Everybody's having fun. That's all that matters here. The coaches, the players, the refs, you and I, we're having a blast, and it really shows how important and how much camaraderie is in this community.
And even Dylan's having a good time because you give him a hat, so now he's really thrilled.
Great job, Dylan. You're doing amazing with the camera work and all the behind-the-scenes stuff. I've got a lot of feedback from how professional this broadcast has been, so kudos to you, Dylan.
Appreciate it. That's why he's the boss.
Yeah, Dylan's the boss.
The only thing missing is a lot of income tax he pays. Still goes off on the back wall. They wait. They pick this one back up again. Nice play to hold on to it. Now they're trying to grab this one back out. Centers it in front of the goal, trying to get the puck loose that time. Blocked, and Gourlay clears it in harm's way. But Gourlay picks it back up again. Goes back to the middle. Gourlay looks, wants to see who's up the middle part of the ice. Clearing it off of the wall. Blocked, stopped, but it eventually gets back out to center again. Giamaroli looks, thought about getting it inside, had to wait, so they tagged up and nullified the offside. Now they turn and go back down the right side. There's a bit of a shoulder clip on that one, or a check on that one right there. Now they go back in, and he continued to press back. Giamaroli goes in, takes a shot. That was blocked, deflected. Cressini was the one that had to roll off the stick. Now they go back. Cressini comes back inside again, trying to pick it back up. Off of the wall, they twist and turn and go back the other way again, centering it back, turning back in front of the goal. Team Yellow clear it all the way back out the center in front of their own bench, and the first one got a retreat after this one. Back again, Giamaroli will turn inside his own blown. Team Yellow on a line change. Looks, they turn back the other way again. He hustles his way in, right side, centers it through the crease. Shot taken, stopped again by Steves. Nice setup, but Steves really had to be alert to go from one post to the other to stop that one.
Quick lateral movement, big save. Joey Ali back home watching this game, I'm sure is proud with that one.
And congratulations to Joey on being inducted into the Cloverdale Museum, the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that was a super cool experience to be able to attend that on Thursday evening, which feels like so many nights ago now. But it was great to show our support for Joey Ali, as he's got quite the exhibit there in the Surrey Museum.
Well deserved. I know he's connected with the Langley Trappers in the Junior Hockey League out here as well.
Yeah, and a couple big announcements also coming this week for Joey Ali, so excited to share those with him.
And we'll have those posted up on my Sports Wave site. Shot, deflected off of the skate, and it went in. But they're going to say no goal. Good call. And we'll make the announcements later on, or Joey will make the announcements this week, because the big one, Joey told me what it's all about. And I'm not going to disclose it right now, but man, oh man, I'm so proud of Joey to get all that special recognition. Well deserved, Joey.
Yeah, no, good for him. All the hard work he's put into his game and mastering his craft, and nobody better. So super excited for him.
Well, he really enjoyed himself. I asked him, I said, when you're on the bench, I talked to him yesterday, I said, did you ever talk that much? He said, well, only when my defenseman let me down.
Yeah, no, he's got energy. Full of energy, that man.
Oh, he's like a little spark plug. Like
sure is.
Just like the Energizer Bunny. You keep coming going. So we got a minute left in the third period. 8-3, Team Black leading. They go back inside, try to grab it. They fight for this one off of the wall. They'll chase it back around again, going inside. Quilty comes inside. Quilty picks it back up, throws it forward, but it rolled the other way. And it goes all the way back down the left side again. Foxcroft comes inside. Foxcroft sets it back over to the far side one more time. Nice play to Johnson. It was taken back down. Johnson gets upended. Puck goes out to the neutral ice area. Thrown back in. Was kept on the line according to the officials, which is a good call right there. Maybe it wasn't. I thought maybe they confused me, which doesn't take much to do in today's world right there.
No, it was a close one, but I think they made the right call there, as we see some fans in attendance cheering on their favorite blind hockey players. And huge thank you to everybody who's come out here live this weekend to watch some blind hockey action here in Minoru Arena in Richmond. And thank you to the city, and thank you for the tourism group. And
will come. And the Richmond Sockeyes.
Yeah, and of course the Richmond Sockeyes for all their support here.
So they go back across the line. They're coming inside. Foxcroft slides it through. Shot scores! What a goal by Gourlay and Foxcroft.
Wow.
Tic-tac-toe buries it with 17 seconds left in period number 3.
That might have been Team Yellow's nicest goal of this weekend, with 17.9 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be something for them to smile about and be happy about as this game wraps up. On a platter, and snipes that top corner bar down beauty from Gourlay.
Right where Grandma keeps the maple syrup. No mistake in that one at all. Really, really just a one-time howitzer. Wait, Team Black come out of their own zone, up the center. They turn, they go inside. Oh, we're going to have a penalty, maybe, possibly. Goes inside, they're trying to get control. The puck is loose, and now we'll have a penalty with 4.9 seconds left in period number 3.
Tough call there to get with 4 seconds left on the clock, but
couldn't even decline the penalty. Couldn't say,
no,
I'm sorry.
Couldn't say that at this point, but hey, what are you going to do?
And the boss was talking over there.
So following this, Canadian Blind Hockey will launch all our programs, from the Newfoundland Islanders to the Ottawa 67s youth program, the Ottawa adult program, the London Blind Hockey program, the Toronto Junior Ice Owls, the Brantford Otters, the Winnipeg First Shift program, our program out in Edmonton that we're so excited to help grow and build, both youth and adult programs in Edmonton, and of course our Vancouver Junior Canucks and our Victoria Canucks. Those are just a few to name, but it's a super exciting time here in blind hockey, and that ends Game 3 here with an 8-4 score for Team Black, your 2025 Western Regional Blind Hockey Champions. But here today, everyone is a champion in the community.
Yeah, doubling up on the score, pulling out an 8-4 win, and Team Black, we should make mention that they utilized both goaltenders. Weber took over in the second period from Gaskin after Corey went over. Had a bit of a well-deserved rest, very, very well-deserved rest, but what an exceptional game. Huh? I was really impressed with that one.
Great game. All 3 games have been a great display of blind hockey here for everybody in attendance and everybody watching and listening online. And that's all we could ask for as an organization. It's so important to be here and help share the sport with the community. And thank you to everybody here for accepting us.
Oh, you've been well accepted by a lot of people that we've spoken to the last little while. They enjoy this. They're really pleased. And they welcome you back with open arms.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll definitely be back. So here as the players have their ceremony handshake, a part that they all love. Couple little jokes throughout the line with each other. These are all friends. Doesn't matter what color their jersey is. These are all friends on and off the ice. Had a lot of fun hanging out with some of these players this weekend, sharing a lot of jokes. And that's what it's all about here, is building the camaraderie of this one big community.
How did you pick Richmond to come to?
A lot of help from the city of Richmond. Good. A lot of help from Sport and Tourism Richmond, right? Great relationship with them. And thank you to everything from Justine and her team for helping this.
Got a young player down here to our broadcast right. He's signing autographs. Fans are going down. They're trying to get a couple of pictures out there as well. Nice to see.
Oh, it's so cool to see, giving these players the chance to sign an autograph for a fan. Just means the world to them. So I always get a smile on my face when I see that. But you know what? From here, we're going to head back home. We're going to regroup. We're going to continue to plan more events, more camps, more tournaments. Myself, also with my role with the BHL as the commissioner. The BHL 2025 Carnegie Cup will be taking place in beautiful Las Vegas this December. And this series will feature the best blind hockey players in the world, taking place in the Sin City. So huge kudos to the BHL and all the movement they're doing, and that's a player-led initiative. So happy to work with that group, and definitely that's something to put on your calendar.
And this is the Photoshop they wanted right there with the photos for all the players.
This is it. And myself, thank you for all your help here. I'm going to head out there so I can be a part of this amazing photo with that group. And thank you for all your time, guys, and it's been a great weekend.
Go on out and get yourself involved in the photos so they don't forget about you. You better holler at them and tell them you're coming, though. Well, from start to finish, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's been exceptional. So they're just trying to organize the players. I'll tell Megan to wait for him. Megan. So they're going to wait for the team photo and make sure that everybody gets out there proper. But boy, what an exceptional game today. A lot of fun. 3 full days of entertaining blind hockey being played out here at Minoru. And of course, Richmond Sockeyes in the PJHL come out and took part in it. They were very instrumental in helping out to make sure this was going to be played in Richmond, along Tourism Richmond. And really, really remarkable. Nice to see. And of course, a lot of players. And there you can hear it right there. Good crowd, and we got some fans in the crowd behind them as well. And there you can see some of the players. Smiles from coast to coast. Says everything right there. So they're having a big discussion. A lot of fun. And we've had the privilege of working with the blind hockey for all 3 days for this event. Hope everyone's enjoyed all the games that we have done, all 3. Steve Daniels did play-by-play on Friday. Luca did the play-by-play yesterday. And there you can see it. Blind hockey, the 2025 Western Regional Blind Hockey Tournament. Friday's game was at 10 o'clock in the morning, and Saturday and Sunday were both at noon game times. And of course, they've just finished this one back up. They use minor hockey officials from the area. Nice to see. They've all done a remarkable job taking part in this one, making sure everything went so successful for the entire weekend. Safety first and foremost is what it's all about. And of course, you can hear Luca earlier on mentioning where some of the teams are from. And they have a big event coming up, which we were privy to talking to them yesterday about. There's a big event coming up back in Moncton for Hockey Day in Canada. And the announcement that they disclosed yesterday is for Hockey Day in Canada coming in January back in Moncton, is the fact that they will be the blind hockey will be part for Hockey Day in Canada. That is going to be absolutely impressive. So It's been remarkable. It's been an absolute blast. We've had a good time coming out and covering it right here, and it's so much fun. I mean, what can you say? I mean, it's been a great time. It's been from the opening face-off till the final whistle. It's been an absolute blast. The players played. They played hard. They fought hard. No mistaken at all. They know what they can do, and they know what they want to do. And it's nice to see the community come out and embrace a new sport that a lot of people have never heard of or never listened to before at all. So it's been an absolute blast. I know on behalf of Matt and Luca and myself and Dylan and all the other persons that helped us out over the course of the weekend. Thanks very much, and thanks to our broadcast partner for Stream EAI, Hugh and Alex behind the scenes doing all the work back at the home studios. Hope everyone's enjoyed the broadcast all weekend long. They return. I hope we become a part of it again because it's been a lot of fun for us all the time. So until our next broadcast, working with blind hockey, if you don't play sport, at least feel it.